We got Uno Lavos with us on air, giving us the day one. Yo, Uno, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Good.
I'll kill you in a battle, yo.
I know you will. That's why I'm avoiding you, because you're so nice.
Yeah. Sounded a little sarcastic, but
no, it's definitely very genuine.
Yo, before we get into your actual battle, I know you called out Cortez on the.
I did call out Cortez.
On the
called him out twice.
You called him out twice?
I called him out once.
Why do you want Tez so bad, yo?
Why not? What do you mean? I want that spot.
No, I
want his
spot.
He's old news. It's time for a new face.
Is it because, like, he's the Puerto Rican doing battle rap?
That's exactly it. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I don't know if he's fucking with me on that, Psycho.
No, that's serious.
Probably serious.
No, dead up. He's the number one Latino battle rapper, right? I think so, at least. Well, so I want to take that from him.
Got you, man. So, all right, before we get into your battle with the warm-up, can you give us a rundown of the other battles that happened that night?
Yeah, do you have the list in front of you? I'll tell you which battle was what.
Steams versus Prez.
I really like that battle. I liked it a lot. I say Steams 2-1. Prez choked in his third, or like cut his round real short. So I give it to Steams.
Adi Boom versus HA Double.
Adi Boom 2-1.
2-1. Was it a good battle? Did anybody have any?
No, it was really good. It was really good. I mean, Adi Boom is just like he's a pro at like just delivery, his presence and everything. He's like really animated, so it just made everything stand out more.
And then Clean no show, correct?
Yeah, man, I was actually looking forward to Mr. Wavy versus Clean, but you know what I mean, some things are more important, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, you know what's funny? I was having this conversation with Psycho. I'm like, will Clean even show up to this battle? And not even show up mentally, show up physically. And, you know, it's kind of like...
I was a little bit surprised to hear that he didn't show. I was a little bit surprised to hear he didn't show up, because I know he's been dying to get back on the URL stage. So, yeah, I was a little bit surprised myself.
That's what I'm saying, too. It's like, why would you miss, it's I consider it a big opportunity, at least. You know what I mean? The dude hasn't been on the stage, like, for a long time. They bring him back, and he's, like, pretty much, you know, main eventing almost, just, like, with the PG dudes, and it's like, you're just going to fuck that all up.
Right, we had Sharon versus Shotgun Shook.
I think that was battle of the night, to be honest.
I'm hearing it goes, he said I could beat this average Joe with hollow bars, like total slaughter, some shit like that.
Who, Sharon?
Yeah. I thought that was fire. I heard Shook kind of took that whole race angle, the Mike Brown situation.
They both did, though. You know what I mean? Like, they both took the race angle, so they kind of, like, cancel each other. I kind of think Sharon won, though. Well, not kind of. I do think Sharon won.
Is it a preference battle, though, or?
A preference battle? I don't know. Like, they both are good, and they both are, like, total opposites, so I guess if you want to make it into that, it could be, but I don't know. I think Sharon was just overall better than Suge.
Ice versus K-Shine.
Ice. I think Ice probably 3-0'd. Maybe.
Yeah, and I called that one, too.
Huh?
I called that one.
Yeah, I would say Ice been on top of his game. This is the best Ice I ever seen. Like, this whole, like, his last, like, 4 battles have been all crazy.
Yeah, this one was really good. Yeah, it was really good. I fucked with it crazy. I was just hype man for this battle.
All right, and now can we get into your battle? I heard there was an Uno Dos Stress rebuttal that you did. That was kind of fire.
Yeah, he did a Uno Lavos line and shit, and it was pretty good. But Big Cannon said it first, so I just rebutted it basically. So I just took away like the steam from like his hottest line because it was stolen.
Okay. And hey, yo, I heard you had the body of the night. Like, salute to you, my nigga. Yeah.
Thank you. You know, it doesn't really come to a surprise too much when it comes to shit like that, because at the end of the day, you're putting me up against a dude that never been on a big stage. I have so much experience on a big stage. He don't know what the fuck he's doing. This is his first time. Like, you can't do that. I mean, of course he's gonna get slaughtered.
If you could choose somebody besides yourself, who had the standout performance of the warm-up card?
Sharon.
But you say it was like a debatable battle.
No, I said it was the best back and forth battle. So they both were getting reactions, but I still think like Sharon won.
Okay. Who had the standout line of the night?
Standout line?
Yeah.
I think I did. I had all the standout.
Well, besides yourself.
Besides myself.
What's the one you had?
I had the Smurder dance, John. I did that. That took the roof off. Yeah, the fucking people went crazy for that shit. The whole my opening 4 bars. I had a lot of good shit actually that I got crazy love for. So
you do understand Cortez will kill you, right? I'm just letting you know.
He'll beat me like in like KOTV or like. I think that's the only place he could beat me in. To be honest, I don't think he could beat me in the URL.
I think he will kill you worse in the URL. Yo, Psycho, I don't want you hiding from this one. Give your opinion. Who wins between Uno Lavos and Tez?
I don't know. It'll be a good battle.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Give an answer.
No, I don't know. You asking me? I don't know. I wouldn't favor one over the other. I don't know. I would like to see it.
Cortez could beat me in KOTD because I can't rap how I've been doing in the URL. Like that's like my comfortable style. And in KOTD I gotta take some stuff out. I can't say certain punchlines because I mean they just want to hear the funny stuff from me, which is cool. I mean it's what I do. But if I want to like try to do something else a little bit different from the usual, they don't really like accept it from me too much. So that's the only place that he stands a chance. But me and him in the URL, I would never say I'll 3-0 him, but I know I'll beat him.
Okay.
Do you have bars? Do you have your bars in your back pocket for him? Like is that
no, I don't.
The battle?
I don't start writing for people until I know it's confirmed.
But that's the battle you really want, though.
Yeah.
So let Cortez know at Cortez _HST. Uno Lavos calling him out. And then October 5th, you're going to be at this Sunday, have you on my card, battling my boy Noah Lot. You still got to go through him first. My boy, a lot of people don't know him, but trust me, I heard his bars for you. Fight. It's going to be a fight. So I'm hoping you come.
You do know it doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't matter. What? I said you do understand it doesn't matter, right?
If you win or lose?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because no one knows him. He's nobody. He's of no importance. I could go up there and do magical.
He's feeling that way.
Do magical moose bars all 3 rounds, and no one would care. They just won't watch it.
Keep feeling that way, and you see how it comes back to bite you.
Yeah. You're gonna bring it up on my battles like.
You fucking with one of Jesse's favorites right now with Cortez.
Yeah, Cortez? And Noah Lot is my homie. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's why you feel that way. You don't.
I want Uno in the ring. Why don't you give me that shot?
Because you are so talented, and all the battles I've seen you completely take over shit, and you're my kryptonite. That's what it is. You're the kryptonite. You're the drunken master.
I never seen somebody. I never seen somebody do bars as good as you neither. Those Your Mama jokes are so bar heavy. Like you should be on Jay-Z's level with your mama does this. Like,
but listen,
that's
though,
talent right there. That's talent. No, I'm giving you props. That's talent.
You have to, though. You have to, because my mom jokes actually got me somewhere. See, there's a difference. People can try to downplay it all they want, but it's because of those mom jokes I got that passport stamp, okay? So it don't make me feel no type of way at all.
I asked Adi Boom where he's at, and you're on the same card. Adi Boom. You're on the same card as him because of me.
Because of you?
Yeah.
Oh, because you killed him. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Let's go to the
I heard you headline Summer Madness next. You're gonna headline Summer Madness next year.
Yeah, possibly. Yo, this is my boy New Jersey. We got him on the line for the Summer Madness Day 2. Uno, you still with us, right?
Yes, sir.
Yo, New Jersey, man. What's up?
Yo, what's good?
This is my boy New Jersey Change. So,
what up?
All right, Ill Will versus Math Alpha didn't happen. It was supposed to be Math. Well, let me go around the room and say this first, too. What do you guys feel about, like, Math Alpha being the opponent? Is this a bad look? Like, he was supposedly banned, and now he's the surprise opponent?
I fuck with her. Makes sense. They're both aggressive. I mean, they both have the elements to them that complement each other in the ring, so I think it would have been a good one.
Yeah, I think
it's a little bit weird that he got banned after last Summer Madness, and then this Summer Madness he's back. I thought that was a little bit weird, to be honest with you. You know, but it is what it is. Am I surprised? No. Did I think it was a little bit weird? Yes.
Jersey.
Yeah. I'm gonna ride with Psycho on that one. It was kind of, I definitely wasn't expecting it, but I mean, matchup wise, it's an interesting matchup. They similar in a lot of ways, different in a lot. So it would have been alright. I think it would have been a dope battle.
Okay. All right. I just want the dagger put in my heart mad quick, so. I don't. I know I'm supposed to lead up to this, but fuck it. I just want it done real quick. Rex versus Clips.
Alright, man. Well, Rex started off the battle, and he come out on that aggressive shit. You know that Rex do, that vintage Rex, but his bars were like very generic. They weren't going at Clips. He really wasn't getting too much reaction. And then on top of that, he stopped after about 2 minutes. So Clips comes out swinging. He comes out straight bars. I'm trying to remember some of the shit he's saying. But after about, I'm gonna tell you, after about the first couple bars, like 8 bars, it already was over. Like, Clips had the room on fire. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to say about that. In the second round, Rex comes out the same, just spitting random bars. It sounded like mixtape shit because, again, it wasn't at Clips. He wasn't saying nothing personal. And then again, he stopped after about 1:30 this time. So, yeah, so. You know, the crowd was really upset after that. And then, again, Clips goes back in, straight bars. For the first half of this round, it's straight bars. I remember he said something like, he said he was doing like a graduation scheme. And he said, like, ratchet parent at their kid's graduation. That means I'll overclap. They'll find your cap inside your gown, but they don't know where the diploma at. Like, he was just ripped, like. He was just listening. It was like schemes, bars. He said there was this one joint too. I remember. He said you want Rex to chill, just say ice. Give him the elevator treatment. You want the Solange or the Ray Rice. Like, he was just ripping. And then the second half.
That was hot.
Then the second half of his round, we still in the second half of Clip's round, he was getting personal. Like, he was talking like, I don't want really gonna ruin it, but he was like, when he be fucking bitches, he was like, Rex like putting his finger in his ass, and he was just going all over with it. Yeah, he was talking about how he getting a divorce and his wife was fucking ARP. Like,
wow.
Yeah, yo, it was bad, yo. Like honestly, Rex died in the second round. I'm gonna keep it 100. I love Rex. He's a legend. I grew up watching him, but it was bad. You know what I'm saying? So Rex starts off the third. He starts with a story, and 2 bars in, the whole room just starts booing.
Rex got booed?
That's crazy.
Yo,
Rex got booed.
Holy shit! Rex got booed.
He didn't, but he didn't even really say nothing yet. But it was just like.
They were so disappointed with the first 2 rounds. They was like kind of on a short leash.
Exactly. Like I think it was quiet up until that point, just off the respect. You know what I'm saying? But after Clips was bringing it, and like it just, man, it was crazy. But Rex's third basically was like a whole story about Rex decided to get personal this round. It was a whole story about how Clips' father was like a snitch in Harlem. And so that's basically how Rex's whole third round was.
You think it would come off better on video?
Nah. I really don't. It just, he wasn't saying nothing complex, nothing. He was aggressive, but that's it. Like, even the third round was his best round, but it wasn't even great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a long story that got a few reactions here and there because he was kicking some real shit in it.
Yeah.
So then he freestyles at the end, and he even owned it that his first 2 rounds was whack. And, that's how he ended the battle. And then Clips comes back and freestyling. And so he freestyles and gives his backstory about how he was raised, and then he gets into the fact that his pops wasn't in his life. So he pretty much flipped it on Rex and rebutted like Rex's whole story, like in like a few bars. And the room was shaking, like, oh man, it was crazy. And then so he was pretty much kicking real shit to Rex about math situation and all this other shit. And before he ended his round, he got back into some bars before he ended his round. And what the fuck he said? He said this one bar. Hold on. I got it in my phone. I wrote that shit down. Hold on, give me 1 second.
But I don't even want to hear it no more. Stop it.
Yeah. He was like one of the last bars.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Jesse, don't talk, man.
All right, go ahead.
One of the last bars, he was like, around, he was talking about the ICE situation. He was like, he was outside talking like, you like violence. You got knocked out and woke up with ALS from that ICE challenge.
Wow.
Damn. Oh, man. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Bad day to be a Rex fan. I feel bad for Psycho, son. That nigga loves Rex, yo.
Rex,
man, like, personally, I thought this was going to be one of the battles of the night, man. I was looking forward to it, but, like, it was like Clips. Honestly, Jesse, before we got on earlier today, we were speaking, and you asked me if this was Clips' best. And at first, I wasn't sure. I knew it was one of his best, but now I'm thinking about it. Like, he had all 3 rounds. He ain't slip up. He ain't have no bullshit bars. He ain't do no psycho lies. He had bars, schemes, personals, jokes. Like, this might have been the best Clips, and it's going to look worse because it was the worst Rex. So, I mean.
Yeah, So this is no doubt a 3-0.
Oh man, it's one of the worst body bags, man. Like,
all right, now I want to go.
Wait, I got one question before we get to the next battle. Was this the worst you've seen Rex get beat before?
Absolutely.
Now I want to actually go across the board on this one. He said his nephew died that morning. Is it excuse? Yes or no? Uno? Yo, Uno.
Okay, he must play his phone.
Oh, yeah, Uno's not talking. Psycho.
If that's true, that's fucked up that his nephew died. But at the end of the day, he already had those bars written by that morning, I'm sure. So, I mean, you know, your bars kind of speak for themselves. It might affect his performance, but at the end of the day, his bars are still his bars.
Jersey?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I think Psycho 100% right, man. I mean, he had how many months was this battle scheduled? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know Clips has performed numerous times this year when his mom was going through something, and you know he always came with it.
So
all right,
yeah,
man.
let's go to
other battle.
D-Magic versus Conceited.
That's the one I was going to go to. Yeah.
Yeah, the Magic versus Conceited battle was dope on both ends, man. D-Magic started the battle off, and I mean he came out. It's what you expect from a Magic battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He came out punching. A-line. It took a few bars to heat up, but once he got to it, you know what I'm saying, he got, you know, the crowd was fucking with him. He had this one bar. I took notes when I was, you know, during the battles to remember some bars. He said, one he said, to keep the beef fresh, I brought something aluminum for you. That was real dope.
Mm-hmm.
That was hot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he had a lot of bars, so I can't exactly remember or keep up with all of them. But he had a solid round, and then it was on Khan, and he said something. He had a Beyonce Blue Ivy bar from the gate, and the first thing you really noticed is that they both punchliners, but you could tell that Khan was delivering his shit better than Magic was from the gate. So that's something that definitely. So the crowd was definitely a bit on Khan's side from the jump. And Khan was saying some shit too, though. Like he said, what did he say? He said, "My style way better. Your style too plain in the building, World Trade Center." Like he was coming off. Like he definitely was coming off. And I think round one was clear for Conceited.
Okay.
Yeah, he was clear for Conceited. Round two, Magic took off. Khan had some good shit too, but in the middle of Khan's verse, he had one or two punches that the crowd really wasn't fucking with. So he kind of lost steam there. So you know, Magic ripped it. So Magic clearly got round two, and then the third, it was like back and forth, real. They both was ripping. I'm gonna edge it to Khan though.
Khan 2-1 in the building.
If you say Khan 2-1 in the building, that means the footage.
That's what I'm saying. There might be a 3-0 on the footage.
Well, I can't wait to watch that on footage.
Yeah, it was a good battle. All around, it was a good battle. And also forgot to mention, in Khan's first round, he probably had his best slow it down he's ever wrote.
What was it?
It was like a church scheme. Like I can't remember it, you know, verbatim, but it had something to do with the church and like shit that got to do with church. It was dope.
Oh, okay. How many slow downs did he give everybody? Just that one, or he could have like one per round?
He had one in the first and two in the third. I don't think he had one in the second.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to Tay Roc versus DNA.
Tay Roc and DNA?
Yeah. That's one of the battles I heard that was another body. Like, this is what I heard from reviews.
Yeah, it wasn't a... Alright, well, I'm going to say this. The first round, DNA came out with some bars. They was alright, but there was nothing that, like, stopped the room. You know what I'm saying? He got a reaction for some of them, but it was nothing that was, like, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tay Roc came out, and, you know, at first he was just talking that shit. that aggressive shit, that street shit that people like, and then he just got straight to the bars. What'd he say? He said there's one that stopped the room. He was like, red beam on your lip, looked like the lit cherry on an e-cigarette or something like that. Yeah, like he was wigging, like Roc was wigging. So like Roc pretty much just took over the first round. Like it wasn't like a destroyment in the first round, but it was a clear Tay Roc won the first round.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the second round, DNA started slow, but as the round progressed, he started to heat up. And this is when he's spitting shit that the crowd's going crazy to. He's spitting a lot of bars. He got this crazy round 2 scheme. He even dissed Tay Roc's hype man, that big dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The crowd was loving that when he got on him. And then Tay Roc came back out and did him again. Like he had another crazy round. My favorite line in that round, he said, I got 2 revolver barrels spinning next to each other like the washer and dryer. That shit was cold. So that round was close though. Some people gave it to Roc, some people gave it to DNA. I personally, I'm gonna watch it on camera again before I feel like I could definitely say who got that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third round, DNA came out freestyling about something Tay Roc said, and it was alright. And then he starts getting into how Tay Roc stole.
It backfired on him. It didn't work the way his usual freestyles do.
I mean, I wouldn't say it backfired. It just didn't really it wasn't whack. It just didn't have everybody wound like usually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then he starts talking about how Surf or Roc stole Surf swag, and the crowd's fucking with it for a little bit, but after a while, niggas ain't really trying to hear it, and he pretty much loses the crowd at that point. And then Roc came out wilding. Like this may have been Roc's best round.
Oh, okay.
It's just bars on bars, and he's going for I don't know how long his damn round was. I don't think it was that long, but he kept having to stop every bar. So he was just killing shit. I felt bad for DNA for real. That was the third round was a body. You know what I'm saying? The battle wasn't a body, but the round was a body.
Yeah.
But the round was a body. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
yeah.
That's a lot of things too. It's a lot of momentum. If you lose the third round like that, and you lose it badly, people go home and consider. I believe in the third round knockout.
Yeah.
I believe that being a body, a third round knockout. I know Psycho. You have a different feel on that, right?
That's not a body. I do believe in a third round knockout, but just because somebody that don't mean it's a body though. A body you have to win every round. You got to win every round for it to be a body.
Yeah, that's why
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, that's why I wouldn't say the battle was a body. I mean, because the third round was, but I mean, Roc clearly got the first. The second was debatable. Either way, Roc clearly won the battle.
Yeah, it was a clear win for Roc, either 2-1 or 3, depending on how you scored.
Yeah, even if it was a 3-0, I still wouldn't say it was a body because the second was close.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But either way, it was a clear win for Roc.
Okay. What about Verb versus John?
All right. John starts off, and he got some good bars. He had a good
before we get into this battle, I want to do the opinion across the board too. Now, John said he had
cutting people off, but go ahead.
John said he had mom issues, and he wasn't even sure if he was going to show up or not. Excuse or not, Psycho?
I didn't even hear what you just said.
John said he had mom issues, going into the battle, and he did this whole I'm not even going to be 100% tomorrow. Excuse or not?
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know what kind of issues he had. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if you step on that stage, you get on the stage and you give your best. That's where I'm at with it. Everybody going through something.
Yo, Uno. All right, Uno's cut off again. Jersey?
I mean, to me, it felt like, I didn't know about it until I got there. That's what people was telling me. I mean, if he had went up there and lost, that's what it felt like. It felt like he was preparing himself to lose so he could use that as an excuse. But I don't know. I mean, if you're not in the right state of mind, I mean, I just wouldn't go up, personally. I'd rather save it for another day, give the fans what they deserve.
Yeah. All right, so give us the recap on it, the full recap.
Yeah, so John starts off, and he's coming out with bars. He had a good microwave bar to start it off. I don't know. His first round was all right. He definitely had some dope bars. Some of his bars didn't really get a lot of reaction. You know, niggas hate John. So even some of the shit he was saying that was good, they really wasn't trying to get it to him. Either or, it was an alright first round. But Verb comes out wigging. Like, his first bar is showtime. Like, so from the jump, from the first bar to about 75% way through, it was showtime. And every bar was just landing. It had the room going crazy. The last little bit of his round, he was just talking that real shit to John. So Verb had a vintage Verb round, and at this point, niggas in the crowd's like, yo, it's already over. The second round comes on, and John, he's stepping it up a little bit. He's coming with bars. He had a lot of dope bars this round, and again, the crowd really wasn't trying to give it to him on some of them. Let's see. He said he had a dope PG scheme. I remember John had a dope PG scheme, and he said, like, you lost a lot of stock this year, so how am I the crybaby when y'all the ones dropping tears? I remember that one. Well, all right. So then it's back on Verb, and from the start, again, it's another showtime. And I remember he had this one joint. He said, I'm old school. I got your leaders, put your leader's head in a box. That's a Vogue move. Like, Verb was wigging again. So the whole round is just like that, just straight bars. Ends it with some real shit again. And that was a close round. It probably will be closer on cam, but Verb, I say Verb got it. And then the third round, John is stepping it up with the bars again. He's coming with his best shit. This is definitely his best round, start to finish. Dope round for John. And then Verb starts off dope, but kind of like tails off towards the end and ends just kind of short. So I had it. Verb definitely got the first round, got the second round, and then John took the third.
What was it, the best Verb that you've seen in a while?
I would say yeah if his third was like his first two. Because his first two was crazy. But his third was
So that's not a body neither.
No, it was a good battle 2-1. The first round was clearly Verb. I think the second one he won, but it was kind of close. Or at least closer. And the third, John definitely got the third.
Did we get through all the battles there, Psycho? Yo, Psycho. Psycho's missing.
We still got Hitman and Surf.
Oh yeah, Hitman and Surf. Recap that for us.
Surf starts off, and it's just bars. Surf is coming like with straight bars. Surf is definitely in his shit. He's definitely doing good. He had a dope, solid first round. But he ends his round like kind of like abruptly. Like I don't know what was going on. It kind of threw the crowd off. But he had a solid first round. And then Hitman, I mean, there's not too much I can say about Hitman. We all know how Hitman's first rounds be. And this one was no different. Shook the room up. He was performing his ass off. Crowd was wilding. He had a crazy remix with his brother. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy, yo. Second round, Surf goes back to the bars. And he's really on fire. Surf is on fire for the second round from start to finish. He just put a lot of hot shit. And then on Hitman, he came with some dope shit too the second round. It was close. The second round was close. Both had heat. But I think Surf got it.
Any standout lines?
Trying to.
I heard Surf cooked it in the third.
Yeah, the third, it was dope. The Surf's approach in the third was crazy. I'm just trying to think of some standout lines real quick that Surf had. Well, he had this dope, I can't think of it. I'm not even going to try to quote it if I don't get it right because I don't want to fuck it up. But I know he did have this one shit that said,
What was the gist of it?
It was something like, bring the gods to you, raise Hitman up to the heavens, can I get a hallelujah? It was something like that. That was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's hot. Yeah.
He also had this one joint. He was like, I ain't trying to get shot for shit. It became so normal I even reach when I ain't got the shit. Like, it was, like, Surf was wigging. But, the third round was, like, all real shit. Like, Surf took the real shit and he tried to compare his life to Hitman's because, Surf, didn't have a father, his peoples was in jail. Hitman grew up with a brother, both parents, so it really played into the street shit. Like, he was like, so Hitman, like, you was watching wrestling, Raw, trying to smack down. I was in the trap. That Coke, Raw, China was getting smacked down. Like, he was going crazy with it. And every bar Surf was going with, it just kept getting louder. Like, the room reaction was getting louder with every line Surf was coming with. And he ended with a couple good punches. So Surf's third ended. And Holla had a dope third, too. He started off wearing, like, the jersey, like, Arsenal red, Surf, to, like, the Celtics with Paul Pierce, KG, and Rondo. And he had a scheme with that. That was real dope. He broke that down, but he started to lose steam. But the crowd started, like, midway through, even though he did have some dope bars, like, towards the end of the round, he said, me and my brother's, like, the male version of Venus and Serena because we swing them ratchets together, and then they performed that shit. That was dope, but the crowd didn't really give it up. But Surf definitely got the third. So I have it. I Hitman clearly getting the first, Surf getting the second, and then Surf clearly getting the third.